This is Mr. Precella, and today we're going to be doing some linear functional analysis. Let's see. Let's read this problem. The chart shows the cost of tuition at a certain state university. Model the data in the chart with a linear function using the points 1, 10,100 and 3, 11,362. Predict the cost of, then once you model that, predict the cost of college tuition in the year 2008 through 2009. We're going to come up first with a linear model, in other words, an equation in the form y equals mx plus b. That's what it means. Type your answer in slope-intercept form. Use integers or decimals. Round it to the nearest tenth as needed. So it's possible you might wind up with a decimal in here. To get started, we're going to find the slope of the line. If we want our equation to be in the form y equals mx plus b, the slope we find, what's that slope formula? It's y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Remember, each ordered pair is in the form x, y. x1, y1, x2, y2. So y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. The x2 minus x1, I can do that in my head. That's a 2. Now let's see. Punch in the top, the 11,362 minus 10,100. That's 1,262 divided by 2, 631. Now some of you at this point might have a decimal number with like a 0.5. And that's fine. If you do, just use that decimal number. It says round to the nearest tenth as needed. So that means it's okay to have one digit after the decimal point. Then our equation now looks like this. Y equals mx plus b. M is 631. X plus b. We need to find b, that y-intercept. So how do we find b? Well, we had homework problems like that. You plug in the ordered pair. Choose one of them. I'm going to use the first one. Plug 10,100 in for y and plug a 1 in for x. So 10,100, oh, these lights are going off in this room, equals 631 times 1 is 631. So to solve for b, I would just subtract 631 from both sides. And so we have 10,100 minus 631, punching that into my calculator, 9,469. So here's the equation and the answer to the first question. Y equals mx plus b. And again, it's okay to have a decimal point. Okay? You round your decimals to the nearest tenth if there's a decimal. Oh, and that's what goes right here. 631x plus $94.69. Now, next it says, what will the college tuition cost in the year 2008 through 2009? Well, let's look at what these X's are. Look at how these X's are the number of years since 1997. Let's not only look at the first year. Remember, with school years, you have fall and spring, and it spans a calendar year. Okay? But if we look just at these, 1999 minus 1997 would give you the 2. 2001 minus 1997 would give you a 4. If we continued this pattern out, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, what would that year be, that X value be? Now my year, the question's asking about the year 2008. Yours is probably going to be a different one. But to answer that, you calculate your X by subtracting your year from 1997. 2008 minus 1997 is 11. So you first calculate your X value. Take the fall year and subtract from 1997. That'll get you the X. Or you can just continue your table out. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2001, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now, plug this 11 in for X. Go to your formula, and in place of the X, put in 11. So this means that the school's tuition is going up on the average at a rate of $631 a year. So 631 times 11 plus 9,469 is $16,410. Oops, can y'all see that? Yeah. And this says round to the nearest dollar. So mine is already dollars, but if you had some decimal points up here, you could have had one decimal point after your answers, or in your numbers. Then you might have to round a little there. 16,410. Okay. Oh, does it all fit there? Any questions? Again, if you have a decimal here, that's okay. If maybe you have a 0.5. So if you have a 0.5, it's okay to have a decimal rounded to the nearest tenth here. And these lights keep going off, so I guess that's its way of, the building's way of telling me, get out of here. So this is Mr. Precella, and I've enjoyed talking to y'all about linear functions and some nice, this nice little application where we have to write the equation that will model that data and then use that equation to make a prediction, okay, for how much it'll cost for the year 2008 through 2009. So thank you for watching and listening, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Bye-bye.